Let's now bring in Ovigwe Eguegu, a policy analyst at Development Reimagined. He joins us live via Zoom from Abuja. Thank you, Ovigwe, for joining us. Let's start with the executive order to pull out of the World Health Organization. What's the likely impact of this?
Yes, of course, we know Trump has done this immediately after taking office, and in my view, I think one of the most immediate would be a funding gap, because of course the US has been a big contributor to the World Health Organization, and that goes a long way in ensuring that the programs and projects that the World Health Organization does across the world continues, to go in operation. But with this, of course, there's going to be that funding gap issue. And also the global health response is also calling into question, because the World Health Organization is the global body to oversee global public health cooperation between countries. And the US there provides technical expertise, not just even funding, because of how it's been influential all over the years. But it goes both ways, so in the sense that the US also stands to benefit, or rather, in this case, loses from withdrawing from the World Health Organization, in the sense that the US pharmaceutical companies could, see acceptance of US pharmaceuticals affected, and their distribution of those pharmaceuticals are affected. So there's going to be a two-way impact in a sense.
All right, so then there is, of course, this plan to withdraw from the Paris Climate Treaty, while at the same time promoting fossil fuels and oil drilling. How is this likely to be received, especially in Africa, where there are also some oil-producing and oil-prospecting countries?
Yes, this is going to split the continent, because on one hand, you have people who are very vocal in the support of the Paris climate agreement, and really want to see African countries leapfrog from fossil fuel and going straight to renewable energies. And then you have the other camp who are very skeptical about the ability for the continent to really industrialize using renewable energy, because there's really no evidence of that being done anywhere, right? So this comes as a sigh of relief, in the sense that, one, it takes that US pressure off them, but also means promise of investments and revenues for oil producing countries, or countries who are looking for investments from the US into the oil sectors, and also critical and strategic minerals as well.
Let's talk about Trump's plans to tighten immigration policies and the suspension of the US refugees resettlement program for 4 months. What's your take on this, and who do you think will be hit the hardest in such new policies?
Yeah, the United States has, of course, been a host to refugees and migrants from across the world for many, many years, especially coming from South America. And you have many of those people going to the US and claim refugee status, and then you have people from wars far away, where the US has really been involved in one way or the other, and using those refugee resettlement as a way to shoulder some of the humanitarian responsibilities. So this is going to be very wide-ranging. Even if you can select a few countries from South America, even from Gaza, and all of that, it's going to affect people across the world, even Sudan, for instance, right? So, because that is still ongoing. So this is going to be very impactful across the world.
And listening to his inaugural speech yesterday, any surprises for you?
Well, there was not really a surprise, but a very serious statement that I think we should take very, very seriously. And even though Trump has been hinting about expansion, US expansionism, he really laid it bare when he said, we will expand our territory. That's a very serious statement, because it shows that he has territorial ambitions, and of course, given threats that have been made to Greenland and all of that, I think the Danish people will be very concerned that he actually is still saying this even after his inauguration.